Welcome back once again, first years. If you remember, in the previous class we have got a quick glimpse of the tenses related to present and their categories. Okay, simple present, present continuous, present perfect, then present perfect continuous. The four tenses we got a quick glimpse. Now to specify more, to give a little bit better explanation, I have selected few blanks from only two categories of the present tense. One is simple present, the other is present continuous. So what we have to do? We have to write down according to the sentence whatever it is required, we have to write down. Required means here which tense, either simple present or the present continuous according to the sentence. We have to read the whole sentence. Again and again I am telling the students, you have a habit, many of the students have a habit, I am not saying all the students, but many of the students have a habit of not reading the whole questions. They read the half part of the question. Please read the whole part, whole blank. If you are reading from here, the moon dash appear at night, till night read. Suppose the sentence is bigger, you would read half of that and then you decide what the answer could be. No, never do that, especially when you are attempting the grammar part, because the last word, the last or you can say just before the blank itself, you can get the idea exactly what is the answer to be. Okay, so we have to understand this and you have to remember this, that you have to read the whole sentence. Now I have selected few, and that too from the examination point of view, but you have to do the practice from your study material. If you don't have, still buy it out immediately and start practicing. Okay, now the first one is the moon dash appear. Appear is the verb given. Now you have to correct the form of the verb and write down in the blank. The appear is right, you have to just change according to the requirement. The moon is for you, what is the moon here? The first person, the second person or the third person? Moon is the third person, right? We are taking that name, moon is the third person. I, you, first and second. Moon is the third person. So moon appear at night, it comes under the simple present. It is a habitual action, regular happening. It is happening regularly. So here we have to write down what? Appears. Appears. I said you, we have to add s. We have to add s for the singular third person in which tense? In the simple present tense. And as it is the regular happening, we have to add s in order to understand that the action of the moon. Moon appears at night. Okay. Now next is here people. People dash, we have to write down any form of the speak according to the requirement. Telugu in AP and Telangana. People is a plural or a singular? It is a habitual action of the people, regularly they do. People is a plural form. People, we never call one as people, all together called as people. So people, what we have to write down? If you remember, I said for the plural, third person. This is the third person. Third person plural, we have to keep the verb as it is same. So we have to write down the main verb in a same way. They give you this type of the sentences to confuse, to perplex you, to make you baffled, to get a feeling like you can't understand, and then you get confused and nervous and then you write down something else here. Is speaking, something was speaking, spoken, has spoke, something you could written. So don't get confused, read properly, understand. People speak Telugu in AP and Telangana. It is a habitual action, it is going on, yes. Since long people are speaking, until now people are speaking this language. So this is a habitual action which comes under your simple present. So we are not supposed to change this verb because people is a plural format of the third person. Fine. Here we have changed because it is the singular format of the third person. It dash verb which we have to change is, we have to use or change is the form of rain. It dash rain now. Now we can't go out. That's why I said read the whole sentence. When you get now, you got a feeling like it is happening. If something is happening, which tense it could be? Present continuous. Here what we have to write down? It is raining, because it is again the third person. Rain, here we are referring to rain. It is raining. Raining now. Complete the sentence. It is raining now. We can't go out. Now I hope you have understood this. We have got the present continuous. Now next is my English teacher usually. Usually, once again the simple present. My English teacher usually dash. We have to change the form of which verb? Speak English in the classroom. Okay, till here read and then write it down. My English teacher usually third person. My English teacher is the third person. She or he is a singular one, and we have to, it is her habitual action, so we have to add s here. Okay, my English teacher usually speaks English in the classroom, but surprisingly she dash again speak Telugu now. But surprisingly she dash change the form of the speak and make it relatable to now. How? By adding is speaking. Right? My English teacher usually speaks English in the classroom, but surprisingly she is speaking Telugu now. At present she is speaking Telugu. Normally, usually which language she speaks? She speaks English. Now next, usually I, form of close to be changed. All doors before going to bed. Usually I means the first person. Usually I close. Can we write down closes here? No. Can we? Because it is not the third person singular. Can we write down closed here? No, because it is usually that regular happening. It is not past tense. It is a simple present tense. It happens daily. That's why usually I close all doors before going to bed. It's a habitual action of myself. Okay. Now next is A.R. Rahman compose music. What A.R. Rahman does? Compose music. A.R. Rahman is the third person. So in the third person regular action singular, we have to add s. Composes music. Regular action of A.R. Rahman. Now next is Telugu. Telugu dash speak in 2 states now. You may be worrying that why ma'am has taken this 7th and the second one. I want to show it to you the changes, how the verb can get changed according to the requirement of the sentence. So you would have to understand it clearly and attempt during the work, or you can say during the attempting this exercises, you should not get confused. Like here I said people speak Telugu in AP and Telangana because it is a plural form. Now we are taking directly about Telugu. Telugu speak in 2 states now. So what we have to write down? Speaks, speaking, or speak or spoke something. So because we are talking about directly about the language. So here what we have to write is Telugu is spoken. Telugu is spoken in 2 states now. If suppose they are asking about instead of Telugu, if they go ahead and give any other language, Hindi, English, Urdu, so you have to write down the same. Is spoken. The term could get changed. Okay, the verb. We are adding auxiliary here and we are changing the main format of the verb into this another one. Okay. Now next is don't talk. The child dash sleep. Here what you understood from the sentence? Don't talk the child. Right now at present somebody is saying that don't talk. The child sleep. What is sleeping? Don't talk means right now don't talk. Okay. So the child is sleeping. The next, let us walk fast. We must reach home before it dash get dark. Let us walk fast. That means happening now. It is happening. We must reach home. We must have to reach home immediately. Before it dash dark. Which form of get to be used here? Daily it happens. Daily the darkness comes at a particular time. So daily habit, again it is the simple present. With that the third person, that's why we are taking as adding the S. Listen, somebody dash. Listen, now listen. Listen somebody, the verb is scream. So we have to write down is screaming. Listen, somebody is screaming. Now, because listen, now only. Somebody is ordering us or just informing us, now listen. So this is screaming. Don't get off the train till it. This is a common rule to be followed. Don't get off the train till it. Again the simple present. So stop can get changed into stops. Because here we are talking about the train. Train is the third person singular. Water. Freeze is the verb to be changed. During winter in some parts of the Atlantic Ocean. Does it happen now or will it not happen in the past? No, it is a regular habitual action, regular happening. It happens. So again what we have to do? Freezes. Add S. Water freezes during winter in some parts of the Atlantic Ocean. Now, this is a little bit tricky. Try to understand. Do, form of do you have to use here. He play, form of play. Tennis daily. Now, by reading the end of the question, you are understanding that this question is asked for the habitual action of a person. Daily, regularly. When it happens, it is your simple past. For the simple past, the do, the verb do, helping verb do, for the third person gets changed into does. Okay. Do for I do, you do, we do, they do, but for he, she, it could be does. He does, she does, it does. So here does, because he is here. Does he? Now what we have to write down? Shall we have to add S with play? Plays? No, because You have already added here, you have changed the helping verb. You have given a different helping verb to show the third person. So now there is no need for adding s over here. Only play. If you remember, with this I am remembering one of the short stories title, How Much Land Does a Man Need? We have used does over there. How much land does a man need? We have not used needs because already does being used for the singular third person. So there is no need to change or to add s at the need. Okay, in the same way here, does he play tennis daily? This is about the regular habit of that person. A philanthropist, a social worker. A philanthropist think about the welfare of others. Check it out what it is being written. Philanthropist, one more s is being added. Means plural? No, it is a singular. Again third person. And it is a habitual action of a philanthropist that they think about always they think about the others. So here when we are talking about a single philanthropist, we have to add s. A philanthropist thinks about the welfare of the people or welfare of the others. Now next is all the members of the committee. This is written as B form. Write down the B form. All the members of the committee, then you have to write down the B form, educated persons. Now what is the B form? Remember it out. The helping verbs am, is, are, was, were. These are the B forms. These all are the B forms. All together are the B forms. Like am, is, are, was, were. All comes under the B form. So B means which shows your existence, your personality, your individualness. Like by name you have a person, you yourself being recognized as so and so. If you have a name as Shruti, okay, this is Shruti. The existence of Shruti can be shown by using these particular helping verbs which are known as the B forms. Like Shruti could say, I am reading a storybook. Am. Okay. And then I was going to the college. This is the first person existence. Second person, we can use you are working in the garden. You were working in the garden. That shows the presence of the second person, you, or existence. Then for the third person, we can use is. Okay, like he, she. Okay, he is standing on the road. He was standing on the road. That means you show the existence. So that form is known as the B forms. So if they give you, if it is not if, actually they give you in the examination, in the bracket it is being written as the B form. So immediately you have to understand that I have to write down among these, one among these. All the members of the committee dash educated person. So obviously you would have understood what does it mean. All the members of the committee are educated persons. Okay, are educated persons. That shows you what you have written here. Forms of the which verbs you have checked out, simple present and present continuous form you have taken here. We have taken for the last one, we have not changed any verb, we have put the B form over there. Okay, so here I hope you have understood clearly. Please practice it check it out in your study material, the answers being given there, and find out the what the tricky thing into that. Don't skip anything while watching, because I have made it very clear, third person singular, third person plural, these two one by one why I have written, to get a clarification for yourself that for the third person singular we have to add s in the simple present, and for the third person plural we are not supposed to add s, we have to keep the original form of the verb as it is in the simple present tense. And we have got some of the present continuous tense wherever it is needed. So I hope you have got the practice properly. Try to complete that blanks wherever you find out, in the reader, in the study material, wherever you can get it. Go ahead and find it out. So now you are free, sitting freely at home, just only watching the videos and trying to cope up the studies. So at this time, better to utilize the time and do something very constructive rather than wasting. Okay, so I hope you people would follow my advice and try to practice it more from your question bank, from your study material. I think it's page number 100 or something. Yeah, page number 100 only the practice starts, and you can do the practice by writing with the pencil into the study material. If there is something wrong, please erase it out and then you can write down. Don't write with the pen. Again it will get a confusion, it will create a confusion for you. And next, in the next class, we'll go ahead with the practice of two more tenses, present perfect tense and present perfect continuous tense. So by the time, take care, have a nice day.